I would say. I feel like, though, the thing about Vince is, United States title, how much does he really value that? Really, I have no idea, but I can't imagine it's that much, considering where that belt's been. But of late, especially. It's I don't know. I think they might ride it a little bit. I wouldn't hold my breath on, amazing things happening after on, long term. But I think it's great for Ricochet now. I think, if I was advising him, I'd say make the most of this opportunity while you've got it, because it's not going to come around often. But I suspect a run with the title would be good for Ricochet, and obviously going forward, we'll talk about that a little bit later. But it looks like a very appealing match could be on the horizon as well for him, which is a good thing as well. Next match, Matt, we had of course the Heavy Machinery up against the new Daniel Bryan, up again, and Rowan, of course, and the new Daniel Bryan become the old Daniel Bryan very quickly in Washington, didn't he? I loved all the chants, by the way, from the crowd. I thought it was very creative with driver Prius and Let's Recycle and all
Captain
those.
Planet.
Yeah, Captain Planet. So, it was excellent from the crowd. Actually, I will say the crowd was really good on this, considering it wasn't a huge sellout and they did move people forward. We had one of our fans, Matt, send some interesting pictures, and he was there that night and he got an upgrade. He was on the upper. One of the upper seats, like from God knows where, with his kids, and they basically got to pretty much sit right on the ground floor, so they were more than happy to get upgraded there. But not only that, but saying that, it was very good atmosphere, I felt, for the night, and I didn't have any problems with that. And this match, Matt, of course, it was going to be very difficult for Heavy Machinery, given that they're putting him up against the hometown of Daniel Bryan. It's a bit of a weird choice, really, to have these guys try and do anything, because it's kind of a lose-lose situation, wasn't it, here for Matt, for Heavy Machinery?
Yeah, it did kind of feel like that, because they've been up for a while now, but they're still the newcomers on the tag team scene, so it doesn't really feel like it's their time. And also the way they get used, it comes across more comedic. I'm not too against people like that getting their chance to have a shot at the tag team titles, though, because I feel like they go through so many matches now in the tag team division. Like, they give them away for free on SmackDown, Raw, and everything, and it becomes inconsequential by the time it reaches a pay-per-view. So give them a shot like this when they're still quite fresh on the scene is a good thing. And if they do that with more people that come up from NXT, it's a good way to get them noticed more. And going against someone like Daniel Bryan, you can't really go wrong. That guy's going to make you look good no matter what you do.
Yeah, no, totally. I think it was good because of the atmosphere. I sort of go that past. This match went quite a while. It was 14 minutes 25 seconds. All right for you there, Matt, that match? I mean, did you enjoy the match itself?
It was okay. I mean, it had a little bit throwback elements to the old style of tag team wrestling, so I think it's on a good course, and maybe that's just because Daniel Bryan, like I said, it has the tag team title around him. I find that a weird spot for him on the roster, though, but he can only elevate it, can't he?
Yes, I do feel like it's a step back for him. Then we have, of course, Bayley, the new, or the recent crowned SmackDown's Women's Champion, up against Alexa Bliss with Nikki Cross. What did you make of this match, Matt? Was this a good outing for both, or was you a little bit, underwhelmed?
Yet again, two solid performers, and we know how good both of these people are. Even still, I still see Alexa growing into her character, and she still continues just to impress and get better, I think, as hard as that is to say, because she's been at the top for quite a while now. But now it really does feel like she deserves to be there. So it's good to see that kind of thing. Even though she wasn't the champion, still manages to shine in this match. Of course, we all know Bayley's good. She had one of the best women's matches ever in WWE. So, you would expect nothing less from these two.
Sure, that's Bayley defeating Alexa Bliss 10 minutes 35 seconds. Now we go on to Roman Reigns, who was in a match with Drew McIntyre along with Shane McMahon. Quite the match here, Matt, or not. I think I've just about done with these two now and this whole thing, but unfortunately it's not going to end, is it? But Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, I mean, you know, I said before WrestleMania, damn, they're giving away something special here. I would have liked to have seen this at a WrestleMania headline, and you know, all these things I was thinking. It comes across to me that Drew McIntyre is not getting the great benefit from Shane McMahon here. I feel like instead of Shane kind of promoting Drew like Heyman would to Brock, it's almost the other way round. And it seems like Shane is the main guy, and it's about his future as the top guy rather than Drew. I see more potential here for Shane for some insane reason than I do Drew, which is a massive issue, really, when you think about it. But another match between these two, the match that went, you know, just over 17 minutes. What did you make of this one?
100% agree with what you just said then. Because we saw in the previous time that they met with Shane and Roman, you know, Shane gets the win. Like, how incredible is that? Shane gets the win and then Drew doesn't. It makes no sense logically at all. Drew's the one in that ring busting his ass off, trying to grow as a wrestler and get that kind of heel following where people hate him. But he's not getting that because he's made to look like the weak one out of Shane and Drew. So, like 100%, like you said, it seems like Drew is there to enhance Shane's reputation, and it doesn't look like Drew's going to get any sort of title runs or anything when he's stuck in this kind of rut that he is now, being Shane McMahon's kind of stooge almost. And it's the same position with Elias as well, but Elias is even further down the pecking order.
Yeah, it really is as well. It's unbelievable that the way they're going with this. So yeah, I mean, I just feel like this feud is one of those ones that you know, when you have a program with two guys, it's great if everyone's pulling it out of the bag. You think, Christ, can't wait for the next one. But in this case, there's just seems like they've got so many pay-per-views to fill that they've got nowhere else to go, and that, you know, it's just kind of, for me, I call it lazy booking, because I just think like they could come up with something better by now. That could protect Drew a little bit more as well in the meantime. But no, they went with another match, and unfortunately Roman wins again. So it's not doing much for poor old Drew. Then we have a steel cage match, Matt, which is another fallout from the Super Showdown. It was sort of announced by Dolph Ziggler in the back that he had to take it to another level, and when he did announce it, I wasn't sort of thinking, cool, I can't wait. I was just kind of, I don't know what I was thinking. But Kofi, Dolph, I mean, look, the effort you cannot shake away. I know poor old Kofi came out and made a statement about it being as good as the rivalry between Brett and Shawn. I kind of don't know where he's got that from. But I personally wouldn't put it anywhere near that closeness. Yes, Dolph Ziggler sells like Shawn, I'll give you that. But as far as anything else goes, it's a very high level, you know, the way he's trying to compare the two, let's put it that way. Yeah, I just feel like, again, like the last match, I don't know how many more times this is going to be the case. I feel like for Kofi, yes, it's good he's winning, and they have done a good job at protecting him, even in non-title matches, which I'm happy about for a change. But I said this a while ago, I feel like in order for Kofi to really be established, and I mean proper established, because at the moment he's reminding me of Dean Ambrose when he was the champion. And who did they put up against Dean Ambrose? You remember that, Matt? Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, yeah.
Straight away. And it almost felt like, oh, we're giving this to Dean because he's going to fight the other mid-card guys that might deserve something. And I kind of feel like it's the same for Kofi. Until he faces somebody, a bigger name, I think it's hard for anyone to really, truly believe that they are, really backing this guy, and that this isn't just some sort of thing up and towards SummerSlam. So I would, and I know the way they're going next, which is even worse a booking, if you are, in my opinion, the way they've dealt with this next one. But it was a good match. But again, I feel like for Kofi, it's good, but he could have done with somebody fresh to freshen it up by now. Because I think it's just been getting a little bit stale. I'm disappointed as well that they didn't, they didn't have Kevin Owens a lot sooner involved with this. And I know that there was some posters that went up that said it was going to be, him in I think he was going to be like in a triple threat Extreme Rules. Obviously that's changed now. So very interesting to see how he goes. What did you make of the match itself, Matt, and the performance from both guys?
Yeah, it was kind of one of those rematches that it's just going to be the end of it. It's going to be the dead end. And supposedly, after the McMahons all said this stuff, and they were like, no rematches are guaranteed. We get a lot of rematches, that's for sure. And for no apparent reason. Dolph Ziggler, it wasn't like he particularly warranted another one, but now here we go. Make it a cage match. Maybe it'll be better. And it was better, to be fair. It was better than the first encounter. And these guys... Now, we've seen hundreds of cage matches now, haven't we? Mm-hmm. And it's hard to innovate and make things exciting after you've seen so many. But I feel like these guys came out there with that initiative, and they pulled it off, because the way that Kofi won, I've never seen that done in the cage before. Mm-hmm. I thought that was entertaining, jumping through the door and just over the top of him. So they did figure out a way to do something different, at least to their credit. Yeah,
20 minutes match, Kofi Kingston retaining the title. And it was very innovative towards the end. This last match, I mean, damn. Baron Corbin, main event, up against Seth Rollins, the champion. Much like the last two I've spoken about, and this is in the same category. Too many times I'm seeing this match. And, It's nothing against Baron Corbin, by the way. I'm not dishing the guy's ability. I'm dishing the character and the look that he is putting out. This is not something that should be taken that serious at the moment. He needs to lose the attire he's got and go back to how he was. I believe now he's not doing the whole sort of behind the scenes stuff. I think we've moved past that now. But for some reason WWE continually want to go with that. And this match, it was hard to, as good as Seth Rollins is, it's hard to keep kind of trying to do the same thing over and over again. Of course, we had Lacey Evans as the special guest referee, but, as a heel in it, I was kind of like, I was watching it like, what am I waiting for? Like, she didn't seem to do an awful lot, terribly wrong. So it was, I don't know, it was a very strange ending to this pay-per-view, but much like most pay-per-views at WWE, it left me with a little bit of a stale ending at the end of the match, and I was thinking, what was the point of it? What did you make of the match itself, Matt, and the performance here? It was a strange one, to say the least. Of course, Seth Rollins picking up the victory, but Baron Corbin.
It was a very, very strange choice to go on last, I would say. And it's almost a bit of a letdown, because I feel like the only reason they had this go on last is because the main event was waiting to see whether Brock Lesnar would cash in his money in the bank. Yeah. I feel like that was the only reason they put us on last, because there was the threat of that's always going to loom over Seth. So to keep people on the edge of their seat, maybe that makes it more exciting. But this whole thing, it kind of felt like they were trying to revive that kind of attitude vibe where storylines run crazy, and Vince McMahon, this had Vince McMahon all over it. He was definitely in the ear, like, hold on, don't send Becky out yet. I want them to really scream for her. Get them to really call out for her, and then she can come out. But wow, it was just bad, because why was she not there from the start of the match? As soon as Lacey Evans was announced as the referee, you would have thought, wait a minute, this ain't right. I'm going to make sure there ain't no funny business here. But no, apparently she was fine with everything until they sort of gave Seth Rollins a low blow, and she was like, wait a minute, that's getting a bit personal now. I come out there now.
You won't be able to perform later. That's what she was thinking. Yeah, I mean, it was so bad. And now the aftermath is probably why they had that at the end and all.